What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Walking Dead universe. In today's video, I will be breaking down the Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 trailer. We'll be breaking down a couple scenes that I thought were pretty important, and I will not be going over every single thing just for the time's sake and for you guys so you guys can move on with what you want to watch next. But if this is your first time here, we do Walking Dead videos 3 to 5 times a week, even when The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, or The Walking Dead World Beyond is not on TV. So we'll be bringing you Walking Dead the whole year round. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, comment #new so I could personally thank you down in the comment section. Now let's begin this breakdown. So where we left off in the ending of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 on the finale, Morgan was pretty much left to die. And Morgan tells everyone to just live. He was able to crawl into this church, bleeding, unable to get to his feet, and we were unable to just know the fate of what happened to Morgan. Is he going to save himself? Is someone going to come and save him? Is Sherry going to save him? Is the CRM going to save him? There's so many questions on the fate of Morgan, and we do get a little glimpse at what's next towards the end of the trailer, so I will break that down when we get to that place. But that is where we ended off, and I think that's pretty much where we are going to pick up in the new season. So in the next clip, we have Alicia and Strand are a prisoner at the Pioneers camp. Now, it looks like a pretty decent setup. They got houses right there on the left, and it looks like houses on the right. They are both in handcuffs, and they have someone walking behind them. And that's pretty much it. There isn't much to this. There's a ladder over there. They got some nice trees. Looks like normal people wandering around. But other than that, there really isn't much going on in this scene. Just the fact that we know that they're pretty much not part of the community. They are more of hostages at this point, and will they be able to become parts of the community? We shall see. In the next scene, we have John at a barrier fending off walkers. Now, there was another clip of him shooting a gun into this horde of walkers, and he's on this back of this truck. And it looks like there's some fences right there. It looks like a bridge as well. And that's pretty much it. We just pretty much see him shooting, and then the next scene is him in the back of this truck, kind of shooting over the top. We aren't quite sure exactly where this is going. Maybe it's going to the oil field. Maybe it's going a bridge that's going to the Pioneers community or another community. We don't know. We just see him on here doing what he does best, and that's shooting a gun. And he does it a lot better than pretty much anyone else does in the show. But that's all we have right here, just a bunch of walkers coming towards this barrier in this truck, and he's obviously drawing more because he's shooting a gun. So I don't understand the point of this, unless the point is to get as many walkers here as possible for whatever reason. Maybe they're going to do a whisper horde sort of thing, but it doesn't seem like the best thing to do when there's that many, and I'm sure he does not have that much ammo to take them all out. In the next scene, we have Daniel, and this is a night scene, obviously. Looks like he has a little pony buddy with him. We know that Skidmark was separated from him when they separated them back in the season finale. This looks like a town. I'm probably pretty sure this is one of the Pioneer locations as well. Not much going on. Literally just him right there in the dark. Who knows what he's up to? He always has a plan. He never seems to die. He's one of those people that could just keep going and always comes back no matter what's in front of him. So the next scene is one that has been talked about a lot. And now we have this dark room. Windows in the front, everything else is dark. We have this prison-like cage. It reminds me of the one that Morgan was in when he was trained with his staff. And we have, more than likely, one of the Pioneer guards is probably what it is. I don't see him. I mean, it kind of looks like John, but I'm going to go with not. And a lot of people are saying this is when Madison returns. Now, obviously, there isn't much to go off besides the outline and dark figure of a woman. I guess you could say it looks like Madison, but I mean, how do we know? We have no really indication of her. We have no indication of her facial structure. We have no indication of even her body type or her voice. It's just a dark figure sitting there on the chair. Now, if this is Madison's return, that would be kind of crazy. She has been gone for quite so many seasons, but in my opinion, for her to end up at the same place that Alicia is in would be very unlikely, but you never know. I mean, Dwight found Morgan, right? And they both left. And seemingly Dwight's going to find Sherry at some point as well. So, I mean, it's quite possible, and this could be a good place for her to come back. The show has not been doing that amazing. Some people enjoy it. But a lot of people are not really on board with the direction that they have went in the last season for sure. There's new things coming that have been announced by Scott Gimple that they're going a different direction, and this next season is going to be more of one episode stories instead of a whole story going across all 16 episodes. So we shall see. There's a time jump that has been teased as well, so who knows? But if this is Madison, I think that would bring a lot of the older fans that might have drifted off back and just bring some excitement back to this season. So we shall see if this is Madison or just a new character that we are getting introduced to. Now I'm going to jump to this because it's just something to go over real quick. Here's the next scene. It looks like the oil field. It looks like it's having a big explosion. Maybe they lose the oil field in the next season. I know that was a big part of last season, trying to find this place. They finally find it, and then the pioneers come and pretty much just take it from them. So what's going to happen with the oil field? It looks like it's not going to be there for very much long into that next season, but we shall see. So the next two things I want to go over are kind of interesting. One is this masked figure in the window. Right before this, we saw Dwight getting up from sleeping, and then it goes to this where the window's being looked through, and there's this masked figure. Now, I don't know if we're having a Walking Dead Purge crossover, but that's totally what this reminds me of. Literally just someone standing there in the mask, peeking through the window. Kind of creepy, kind of weird. Was he spying on... He or she, was they spying on Dwight or whoever is actually in this window? You know how they chop up trailers and make it to be something else? Who knows? And then we see them again on horses. There are 3 of them at this point. They're chasing down the SWAT vehicle that they have. It looks like the guns are going off on top. And who knows where this vehicle's going. It's kind of the middle of nowhere. And we get these 3 masked riders. Pretty much looks like they're trying to take down the SWAT vehicle. Old cowboy style is kind of what it reminds me of. But like I said, we don't know who these people are. We have no idea. This is the first time we've actually seen them. Is there going to be more of a horror, suspenseful type thing? I hope. The only thing I don't hope happens is like a sort of a whisper storyline with them. I hope they don't do that. I hope it's something completely different and they don't just try to write out that whisper storyline, and this is pretty much identical to that. So hopefully it's something new. Hopefully it's something very creative and interesting, and hopefully we'll get a big glimpse into who these masked Purge writers are. It's kind of interesting. I don't know really what to expect of them, and I have really no idea what's going on, but they're here, they're peeking through windows, and they're taking down SWAT vehicles. So the Purge is happening in Fear the Walking Dead. And this is pretty much one of the last clips. We get Morgan's face right here. He has a really bloodshot red eye, and the eye opens. Now, is he turning into a walker? Or is he just coming to and his eyes are bloodshot just because of all the trauma and everything that he endured from the gunshot and everything else? My opinion is he's waking up. I don't see him turning into a walker and them just showing us after a whole winter off. That'd be kind of weird. I mean, they could. I just don't see them doing that. I see them going more with Morgan's story. Hopefully he drops that moral compass sort of vibe that he has right now and gets back to I would like to see Crazy Morgan back again, but maybe this will turn him and have him turn that corner and he could go back to being a little crazy like he used to be. But right now he is the moral compass of the group, and it seems to happen a lot. Alicia has been doing that as well, and I think we need some craziness to bring that back out of them, and maybe those masked writers are exactly what we need to turn this season around. So is it Madison's back, the masked writers, Morgan's fate? What are you looking forward to? Dwight and Sherry reuniting? What are you looking forward to in the next season of Fear the Walking Dead? Comment down below if you're excited for Fear, or if you don't even give a crap about that show, let me know down there as well. Again, thank you guys for listening and watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to help support the channel, and I will talk to you all in that next video.